Okay, Erica has gone hiking and she's left me a few jobs on the list, so I'm going to try and get a few things done. One is going to be the V-berth, because that's a bit scary. We want to make sure that the boat is tight and not taking on water like we had on the passage over from the Bahamas to Jamaica. So that's my number one job. And the second job is I've just been to the shops and I've got some paint and varnish remover, so I can try and get off some of this old horrible brown paint that was on a lot of the bright work. See if I can clean it up and sand it so that we can get some new oil or varnish to put on there later. So that's what I'm going to try and get done before she gets back, so then hopefully she'll have a big smile on her face and she won't go through the list. In the V-berth again. Yeah, so we were taking on water on this 2-day passage where we've been having to bail between 1 and 2 buckets of water approximately every couple of hours. We knew that this guy leaks, the depth transducer, and we know it does leak a little bit. It seems to be coming through the top and then leaking and just sitting here in the V-berth, because there's no way for the water to get through to the bilge. So what we decided to do is we're going to try some instant gasket around and try and seal it up a bit better. And I think that will work. But what we're going to do, we're going to dry it all properly now. We're going to have a fan running in here, and we're going to trace. It doesn't leak very fast when we're not moving. So we're going to see exactly where the water comes from. If it fills up in this dish here, then what it means is I need to put some extra gasket in here, because when this is clamped, locked, it locks all the way down. There's no spare thread left. So maybe some extra instant gasket in there will just give it a bit more room to actually clamp it down. So that's my plan. Okay, so after a bit of investigation, we've worked out the leak in the V-berth is actually coming from the anchor locker. So the anchor locker on the boat basically is a bulkhead which is just seamed in with fiberglass. It's put in after the boat's made, and one of the seams has come loose, so I've been filling out with water and we've traced the water. It's going to the V-berth. So what we need to do now is empty everything out and re-fiberglass it, and everything should be good and tight again.
What you doing?
Okay, so I'm just doing a final check, and happy days, the V-berth is now dry, fiberglass is dried. I filled the anchor locker up with water again with the hose pipe, and it seems to be all sealed up, so we've solved that problem. It wasn't the through hole, so this is amazing.
So hopefully it stays dry now, right?
It should stay dry now. I think that through hole does actually leak a tiny, tiny little dribble. It always has since we got the boat, but that's something we can look at when we haul out in a few months' time.
Alright, so it's our last day at the marina here
in Antonia Bay?
Port Antonia?
Port Antonia, yeah.
Erol Flynn Marina. It's our last day. We've been here, what, 6 days now?
Yeah, it's been nearly a week. That's a long time. We don't do marinas.
We don't normally do marinas, but it's so convenient, and there's hot showers, and we haven't had hot showers for a long time.
And we got so many boat jobs done, and
went on that hiking trip.
Yeah.
So it's been
But we need
fantastic.
to do some provisioning, so we're going to take you guys to the market.
Yeah, see what a Jamaican market looks like.
Alrighty, let's go.
So we're just taking out some cash here in Jamaica, and it's really confusing because
Take the money before it swallows it.
So 1,000 is like $10 Canadian or like $8 US, but so 15,000 is confusing because you have to put the zeros in, and it's bizarre. I have $15,000. I feel rich.
Yeah, I think this takes us to the back of the market. It's hot.
It is hot. Here's got a little Rastaman fridge magnet for Mum. I get her a fridge magnet from every country we go to. I thought this one was quite funny. So you can get coffee for $1,000, which is actually only like $9 US. Pickled chicken neck, really?
So we've moved out onto anchor on Eastern Bay or East Bay, and sun's going down and it's kind of barbecue time, dinner time. And check out the size of these steaks. I don't know if you got enough light, but they are huge. We haven't had the luxury of eating meat like this, but it's found out. So when we were in the market today, we bought the meat and it was only about $3 a pound. So we got 2 pounds of steak. So we're gonna have a big steak dinner. Happy Davy. We are going sailing today.
So we're leaving East Bay, Port Antonio.
Yeah, and we're going to sail about 35 miles up the northern coast, head in the right direction because we're going to Montego Bay, but we're going to probably spend a night or two in, is it Oracabessa Bay?
Oracabessa?
Oracabessa could be. Spend a bit of time there while the wind is supposed to be very dead tomorrow. And yeah, and then carry on when the wind picks up again in the next couple of days. Was to sail off anchor. As you can see, we've got the mainsail up, but unfortunately, because we're in it, well, fortunately we're in this beautiful little bay which is really protected, but there is absolutely no wind in here, so we're having to motor out of the bay, get a little bit offshore so we can get a bit of the offshore breeze. So wish us luck that we should get about 10 to 15 knots once we get outside. So this is how we roll today. We're going along the north coast of Jamaica, heading in an easterly direction with a downwind. Got a bit of a northeast wind. We're running on the 155. We were running the mainsail, but decided it was actually more comfortable to we've tried a couple of times, and this boat really likes the 155 on a downwind. So we're just cruising. Erica just told me she hit 8.3 knots. That's our record for today. But our average speed, I reckon, is probably around 6.5. Beautiful day to sail, and a beautiful view with all these mountains.
So we've arrived in Oracabessa Bay. It's a beautiful little spot, but it's very small. So there's our 4 boats in here. Entremet and Piper have actually rafted up together to save a little bit of space because there's not too much room. But we're gonna go walk into town and stretch our legs a little bit and just have a look around. We've actually locked up the house for the first time in ages. And Davy's actually started the bright work on here, and they look so much better than the dark chocolate brown. They just need a bit of paint or stain or oil or whatever route we decide to do.
Still got a lot more work to do though, still a lot of bits. That hasn't been finished, that hasn't been finished.
The bay looks a hell of a lot bigger from this direction. Oracabessa Bay has been made into a fish sanctuary to try and help bring back some of the fish species that have been overfished recently. They're doing some coral gardening outside of the bay as well.
Where are we? Been exploring.
Yeah, so I didn't film too much in the town because it was really raining really hard. So we might walk back into there tomorrow, but there wasn't really too much going on. It's a really pretty sunset.
It is.
Look at this spider! I haven't seen a spider like that since I was in Australia. Oracabessa Bay has been beautiful. I like this anchorage. It's been a little bit small, especially when we first came into it, but besides that, now that I'm over the fact that we're not going to hit the wall behind us.
No, it was good holding. It's been really good holding here.
Yeah.
And it's protected from the wind, so we didn't really turn around that much in there.
Yeah, no, we did quite well in there. Yeah. And walking around the town and stuff, all the locals that we've met so far have been incredibly friendly and just beautiful
unbelievably
people.
Friendly. We've had so many people saying, is Jamaica scary? Oh, are you sure you want to go to Jamaica? I've had a great time going off, walking around on my own, speaking to locals, sitting on the end of the pier, talking to the fishermen for hours. You thought I'd disappeared or been kidnapped or something. But it's absolutely, I haven't felt
been so safe.
I felt completely safe the whole time we've been here.
So it's really good. We've really, really enjoyed Jamaica so far. It's been so different from the Bahamas. So it's been a nice change.
The topography is great. The mountains. Yeah. The weather is so different as well. Because you get
it rains every afternoon.
It rains in the afternoons. The winds are normally very dead in the morning, but they pick up throughout the afternoon. It's all affected by the topography of the land, the mountains, the landscapes, and that.
I'd like to say a big thank you to our new patrons who have come on board. Thank you so much. It means so much to us. And
subscribers are going up. The numbers are going up.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Come on, red button in the bottom corner. And also remember, thumbs up.